Welcome to Sea Level, revolutionizing seasickness relief with virtual reality. I'm here to show you what causes seasickness, how our sea level technology offers fast relief. Seasickness is one of the worst feelings we can encounter. When we get seasick, all we want to do is get off the boat, at any cost. Do you remember that Spike Milligan famously said, "A sure cure for seasickness is to sit under a tree"? We have designed Sea Level to be easy to use by anyone and everyone, young or old, and while you are at your worst, falling seasick. Simply turn on your headset, place it on your head, and you will be transported into our virtual reality environment, effectively taking you off the boat. Relief will come to you within minutes. This video is for those who want to understand why we get seasick and how Sea Level helps to reverse it. Continue watching for an in-depth explanation. Have you ever experienced or heard of cybersickness or VR sickness? This occurs when the brain receives conflicting signals about motion and orientation when wearing a VR headset, and the scene displayed moves while you stand still. When we examined virtual reality in 2018, Sea Level soon realized that if VR could cause cybersickness or motion sickness so quickly, then if we reversed engineered the software and designed it suitable to use on a moving boat, then we could potentially remove seasickness. After 3 years of research, both on the water, in the lab, 80 software builds, and multiple early adopter clients, the answer was a resounding yes. In basic terms, our body maintains balance and wellness when 3 systems are in sync: the nervous system, the vestibular system in the inner ear, and the eyes. When these systems are aligned, we feel balanced and well. However, if one system is disrupted, our sense of balance is compromised, leading to seasickness, motion sickness, or cybersickness. This is particularly problematic on a boat or in a car, where what we see doesn't match our body's expectations. This mismatch breaks the triangle of wellness. Our eyes naturally lock onto stable objects to maintain balance. On a boat, everything around you is moving, making it hard for your body to find a stable reference point. Mariners have long known a trick to reverse seasickness, giving the seasick person control of the tiller or wheel and instructing them to focus on a point on the horizon, such as land or a distant object. This focus on a fixed point helps the body to anchor and regain balance. Think about it. Car drivers rarely get motion sick, but their passengers often do. This happens because drivers are focused on stable points on the road, while passengers aren't, allowing their bodies to lock on to the moving interior of the car. If a motion-sick passenger were given the steering wheel, they would likely reverse their motion sickness by focusing on stable external points. This principle is exactly how Sea Level works. By providing a stable visual reference, our technology helps users maintain their sense of balance and well-being, even in motion. Sea Level's 360-degree stable scene provides you with anchor points to lock on to wherever you look. Certain parts of the scene have been optimized to replicate distant horizon points, based on the distances you would see while at sea or driving a car. This ensures you lock onto the correct parts of the scene, maintaining your triangle of wellness and helping to reverse seasickness. Now, let's examine more about looking at anchor points, as these are critical for preventing seasickness. Now that we know our eyes need a stable reference point to maintain our triangle of wellness, what happens if there are 2 anchor points available, one being the boat and the other being the horizon? In such a scenario, our body naturally tries to choose the most stable reference point to lock onto. If our eyes focus on the boat, which is constantly moving, our balance can be disrupted, leading to seasickness. However, if we focus on the horizon, a fixed and stable point, our body can maintain its sense of balance and wellness. We can practice focusing on the stable anchor points available to us. Most mariners do this automatically as they walk around a vessel or while sitting and looking out to sea. However, there are many situations where anchor points are too small to lock onto or even not available at all. In these cases, it becomes challenging to maintain our sense of balance and wellness. Therefore, it's essential to consciously seek out and focus on stable reference points whenever possible to help prevent seasickness and maintain our triangle of wellness. Sea Level replaces everything you see with a 360-degree virtual reality scene. This scene is constantly adjusted, so even if you tilt your head, the image is automatically corrected. Built-in gyroscopes and accelerometers provide our software with anchor points to reference for these adjustments. With sea level, you not only have a stable anchor point, but also anchor points all around you, regardless of your head position or movement. The image is updated 70 times a second using a powerful graphics processor, ensuring a seamless and stable visual experience. Remember earlier when we mentioned the mariner's trick of giving a seasick crew member the wheel or tiller and instructing them to head for a point on land? There is a reason for this, and Sea Level utilizes this science. Have you ever wondered why a car driver never gets motion sickness, but the passenger in the front seat with exactly the same view often does? This is because the driver has to lock on to the oncoming road, which is 100% stable, completing their triangle of wellness. The passenger, however, does not have to do this. They may look to one side or down at their phone. Any distraction from looking at the road can induce motion sickness. By not maintaining a stable focus, the passenger's balance is disrupted, leading to discomfort. Seasickness progresses through 5 distinct stages, each increasingly uncomfortable. Discomfort and drowsiness. The initial stage involves feeling uneasy, anxious, and often accompanied by yawning, drowsiness, and a general sense of discomfort. Additionally, the heart rate may begin to increase as the body responds to the unfamiliar motion. Temperature. The next stage is a notable raise in body temperature and sweating. Nausea. The next stage is marked by nausea, where the person feels queasy and may have an unsettled stomach. Vomiting. If the nausea worsens, it can lead to vomiting. This is the body's way of trying to cope with the imbalance it senses. At this stage, the individual may feel extremely weak and lethargic. They might prefer to lie down and may have difficulty performing any physical activity and may continue to feel unwell until they return to a stable environment. Understanding these stages helps us recognize the symptoms early and take action to alleviate seasickness effectively and apply Sea Level. Sea Level effectively reverses the 5 stages of seasickness. Heart rate. Upon application, your heart rate drops from an elevated position generally within minutes. Reduced anxiety. After 2 minutes, your anxiety lessens as you become accustomed to the stable visual environment. Normalizing body temperature. By the 6-minute mark, your body temperature begins to normalize, contributing to a sense of comfort and well-being. Increased engagement. At 12 minutes, you feel more engaged with your surroundings as the virtual reality scene becomes familiar. Reversal of nausea. Additionally, at the 12-minute mark, your nausea starts to reverse, and you no longer feel the urge to vomit. It's crucial to apply your Sea Level headset as soon as you start to feel seasick, as Sea Level can immediately reverse the symptoms. Our body not only deals with moving anchor points, but also experiences shock and anxiety when our triangle of wellness is broken. As a result, the body has 2 tasks: to recover from physiological and psychological symptoms to reverse. Denying or failing to recognize seasickness symptoms prolongs the effects on the body. This means that Sea Level has to deal with physiological effects that are now far worse and in some cases heightened anxiety. For the body to self-repair and normalize, it first needs to be in a certain state of wellness to attend to the final touches for complete wellness. Just as it takes time to recover after stepping off a boat, reversing seasickness on longer journeys or offshore passages may also take longer. In extreme situations, the process may be prolonged. But rest assured, the science is working, and your body will reverse. Be patient, and Sea Level will turn you around. Sea Level was invented in 2019 and extensively tested in various sea conditions and on a diverse range of individuals. After studying feedback, trends emerged, particularly regarding age and ethnicity. These trends were reinforced by clients' feedback who use Sea Level daily on their passengers at sea in challenging conditions. As pioneers in using virtual reality to reverse seasickness, we meticulously examined the results and trends, becoming the first in the world to record such findings. Here are some key insights from this innovative and extensive research project. Effectiveness of early application. 80% of users reported effectiveness when Sea Level was applied soon after the onset of seasickness. Single application success. Among these users, 50% stated that they only needed to use Sea Level once for their entire journey. They described it as stepping off the boat and simply needing a break for their body to reset. Habituation and desensitizing. Some users experience seasickness again after removing sea level, as they unknowingly use the vessel as their anchor point. However, advice provided in the VR scene helped them identify and focus on available anchor points. Upon reapplication, they noted that their minds seemed to adapt to the vessel's movement, a phenomenon known as habituation or desensitization. The time between their applications gradually lengthened until they no longer needed sea level to enjoy their journey. Challenges with certain individuals. Finally, there are always some individuals whom we cannot assist. In fact, we found that nothing can help this small percentage. There are sometimes 1 or 2 people in larger groups fell into this category. We examined common links, including vertigo, over-medication with patches or pills, excessive anxiety, or vestibular conditions. Often these were the first people to ask for seasickness relief, often not wanting to let go of their headsets. These insights have not only enhanced our understanding of seasickness, but also guided the continuous improvement of sea level to better serve those in need. If you need any help operating your sea level headset or advice on when it's most effective to apply for seasick relief, then please do drop us a line or email your questions to support@sea-level.com.